Hello, this is Damon with XLAB, and today we're going to talk about the install on the Torpedo System 400. So the tools you'll need to install the Torpedo System 400 is the 2.5mm hex wrench, the 4mm hex wrench, and the 8mm open wrench. When you open up the box, you will find that there are 3 bags underneath the platform. The first bag contains the Aero computer mount, the second bag contains the straps, and the third bag contains the miscellaneous parts, spacers, dolphin tail, plugs, etc. And you'll find also that there's the instructions underneath there as well. So first off, we want to take the bottle and separate it from the cage. And how we do this is we just lift the back edge and tilt it to the side and then pull it out. And what we're doing is we're clearing the screw from the groove here on the bottom. Then next we'll take the straw off, and then we've got to unscrew the platform, and then we'll start with the straps after that. So we've taken the platform off the chassis here, and what you want to do is you want to make sure the spacers are all the way back and the cage is all the way slid back on the cage slots here. That's if you want to mount a torpedo or the computer mount a little later. And as you see, we've also installed the straps, and the thing you want to remember here is you want to have the silicone facing out so it wraps around the bar and holds it, and then you'll just place them through each of the slots here and then round them around. And that, in the end, that's what about they'll be looking at. So next we'll try to install it onto the actual Aero bars. So now we're going to install the torpedo system onto the Aero bars, and we'll go back as far as we can go, get the weight off the front. Okay, now we've got all the straps installed. On the forward slots, you want to make sure you're all the way forward if you're going to be supporting an Aero computer mount. On the rear, you want to make sure you're able to clear the stem here, and we've provided these Velcro dots to prevent any chatter and give it some dampening effect. Okay, the torpedo bottle already comes pre-installed with the solid rigid cap, and if you want to be able to fold the straw, you can mount the dolphin tail with the screw and dolphin tail provided, and it'll go right into this slot here. Tightening it with the 2.5mm hex wrench, like so. You want to think about what straw hole to put it in. In this case, we're going to put it in the forward straw hole, so we want to put the straw plug into the rear one, and we do so by putting it from the inside and pushing it up and out. Then we'll make sure we put the straw through the cap slot and into the straw hole. Okay, so we have the straw installed now, and we're going to put it back into the cage. And what you want to do is put it in a bit of an angle, lift up on the rear, and let it snap in. We'll tuck down the straw underneath the dolphin tail, and we'll take a look, and you can see that these arm pads are a little high, so you can adjust the height to hide the bottle in between your arms by we have added spacers as well in hardware, and you can adjust this height accordingly. And so if you wanted to go up a little bit higher, you could top the red spacers onto the current spacers and make it a little bit higher. If you want to install the Aero computer mount on it, there's a good section in the instructions that will detail the how to install that on there. But it is all the hardware in this is in the third bag, and you can take a look, and it'll go right. You want to get it kind of in a forward position in order to clear the bottle with the computer itself. And that's it for the install of the Torpedo System 400. Okay, we're going to go over a couple tips now that will help you have an easier install of the torpedo system. And the first is the straw and getting it into the actual hole here. So what you want to do is you want to use both fingers and basically just pinch the straw and then use your forefinger to kind of work it into the hole there, and then just kind of push it down in there, and you're set to go. Another tip for you is when you're setting your optimum height of the straw, you want to make sure and cut the straw in small increments so that you don't cut too much at a time. We recommend doing maybe at a centimeter at a time, and that should be fine. To ensure a longer life for your straw, you want to make sure when you're done to unhook it from the Dolphin tail and let it sit so it doesn't kink or get creased. And there's a series of helpful tips provided inside of your packaging, so just take a look at those and see what ones are applicable to you.